everybody, this will be math lesson 112. Math lesson 112. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot something. I'm going to have to run. I'm going to run up to the office. I'll be back. I got to go to the office. Is she gone? I don't know. It sounded like she's gone. Do you think she's gone? Yes, I think she's gone. Hi, kids. Hello, children. Listen, I don't think you remember me. I'm Mrs. Buttonahar. And of course, this is Professor Knows a Lot. It's because he has a big nose. Now, listen, let's get down to business. What business are you talking of? Do you think we should tell the children? No. Mrs. Wilson would be very upset if we told the children. Well, do you want us to tell you what's been going on here? Nothing, children. Don't listen to him. He's just trying to. Oh dear, this is terrible. I'm gonna tell him. Don't tell him. I'm gonna tell him. Don't tell him. Oh, all right, tell him. No, wait, stop. I'm gonna tell you, kids. Mrs. Wilson. Should I say it? You shouldn't tell the kids. She's gonna be very upset. Mrs. Wilson's eating all the Skittles. Oh, you said it. You said it to the children. She's eating all the Skittles. Oh no, here she comes. Let's get out of here. It's not true. I am not eating all the Skittles. That is crazy. Why would I eat all the Skittles? I don't even like Skittles. What? Skittles only. Don't believe him, kids. It's not true. I mean, I don't even like them. I mean, come on. Who is gonna? Ew, yucky. I mean, who is gonna continue to just eat Skittles when the kids are gone? All right, back to business. Math lesson 112. This had a super fun practice in it. Again, telling time using the clock, counting by 5, 10, 15, 20. So you fill that in first, and then you match the problems to their answers. 2 times 5, remember, that's just counting by 5s. 5, 10, that's my answer. Draw a line, or you could look right over here. What was 2 times 5? 10, that's right. 6 5 times. I love him because he just makes me think of 30 every time, 30 every time, 30 every time, because I know the 6 is at the bottom and that's 30 minutes. So that reminds me there. And then you'll fill in the missing factors. And by the way, factors are the numbers used to get to the answer in multiplication. Okay? And you can see that those are missing, and you'll need to find the answers. You could use the clock, or you can count on your fingers. Okay? So after you do that, then we will do lesson number 112, okay? Lesson 112. We're going to be representing and writing mixed numbers. Remember, we just practiced showing mixed numbers using our pattern blocks and writing them and drawing even or tracing around them. So today we're going to also draw pictures to show mixed numbers. We're going to use this as our page, lesson worksheet 112. Sorry, I'm going to put a piece of paper under it so my pens don't leak. All right, now we're going to use a little bit of imagination, and if you want to use different colored pencils, You can pause and grab your colored pencils, or you can just use your regular pencil, whatever you want to do. But we're going to be seeing some mixed numbers, and then we're just going to follow the directions. But this, I don't know if you know these. Do you recognize them? Yes, pans of brownies. Yes, we had this many pans of brownies, and we ate 2.5 pans of brownies. So maybe if they're brownies, we should use, that's right, pink. No, you can use whatever color you like, but you know, they're brownies, so I'm going to use brown. All right, now remember, first things first, the whole number. How many whole brownie pans are we going to color? 2, that's right. So first thing, 2. So with your pencil or colored pencil, whatever you've decided, you're going to color in the brownie pans. Our whole number, we ate 2 whole pans of brownies. So color in 2 whole pans. Okay, that's our whole number, 2. But he's a mixed number. So let's now look at the fraction part. Remember, the one on top tells us how many. The one on bottom, the denominator, tells us how many to break it into. He's a fraction. He's broken. He's fractured. He's broken into 2 parts. So everybody divide the brownie pan in half. Now, the numerator, which I've scribbled on so much you can barely see, is a 1. So how many are we going to shade? Yes, 1 out of the 2, or 1/2. We ate 2.5 brownie pans. Delicious. Yes. Okay. 2.5. 2.5. That's okay. Next, let's look at number 2. You guys recognize these? Pizza. That's right, pizza. Pizza with tomato sauce. So maybe it starts out, well, no, it's got cheese. You can barely see it. What's a good color for cheese? Maybe some yellow cheese. Okay, first things first. Our whole pizzas. How many whole pizzas did we eat? 3. So how many are we going to color in? Yes, 3 whole pizzas. My cheese looks delicious. Okay, do your whole number, the 3. Now we can look at our fraction part. The denominator, the guy on the bottom, tells us how many pieces it's broken into or fractured. How many pieces? 2. So we need to divide the pizza in 2. Now, how many pieces are we going to shade or color? 1. 1 out of 2, or 1/2. So you need to shade 1/2. Now, if you happen to have a pepperoni pizza, maybe you'll go back and put some nice pepperoni on your pizza. La, 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 la. I love it. It's delicioso. My pepperoni. It don't look like a pepperoni so much, but it's still a delicioso. Okay, pepperoni. Delicioso. All right. I'm going to pretend like that's Italian, is it? I don't know. All right. Oh, this is very exciting. You thought there's more brownies, but they're not. Rice Krispie treats. That's right. We also have some pans of Rice Krispie treats. Now, how many did we eat? Let's look at our whole, what color are Rice Krispie treats? They're very light in color. We can't use white though, because we can't see it. So if you want to pick a light color, but we still have to see the color, how many whole pans, I don't know if you can see that. How many whole pans did we eat? 4. The whole number means the whole thing. 4. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we love Rice Krispie treats. I guess we love them more than brownies. We ate more pans of Rice Krispie treats than brownies. Now, let's talk about the fraction part. We got our whole number. Remember, he's a mixed number. He has a whole number and a fraction. We did 4 whole numbers. Now, remember, let's look at the denominator, the guy on the bottom. How many pieces is this broken or fractured? 4. So we need to divide this last pan. Can you divide the last pan into 4 parts? All right, that's our denominator. Denominator. Now let's look at our numerator. How many of those pieces did we eat? 1, or 1/4. So shade or color in 1 out of the 4. So this means we ate 1, 2, 3, 4. We ate 4 and 1/4 pans of Rice Krispie treats. And you're probably thinking, more pizza? Ay, 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 I don't know if I can eat anymore. These aren't pizzas. These are cookie cakes. Yes, yes, you know the cookie cakes that are round like a giant cookie? That's right, it's the giant cookie. So you need to color those, in a cookie color. But first, let's find out how many did our class eat. I think our tummies are getting pretty full. Let's see. Maybe. Let's talk about our whole number. How many whole cookie cakes did we eat? 1. So let's color in 1 cookie cake. We ate the whole thing. Now we can talk, and of course, if he's a cookie, he probably has some chocolate chips in there. At least mine does. Does yours have chocolate chips? Oh, delicious. Now, let's talk about the fraction part. First, the denominator. How many pieces are we going to break the cookie into? 4. Break him into 4 parts. He's fractured. He's a fraction. Now, our denominator tells us how many pieces did we eat? We ate 3. 1, 2, 3. We were getting full. Wait, chocolate chips, you say? Okay. All right, now, how many did we eat? 1 and 3/4. Okay, 1 and 3/4. Now we're pretty full. So maybe we'll just finish up a little more math and not eat too much more. Did we eat all those? Oh dear. They've given us the picture. Now it's our turn to write the mixed number. So let's go back to our regular pencil to fill in our mixed number. First things first, the whole number. How many whole squares are colored? How many? That's right, 5. He's big. Can you make him big and tall, the boss of them all? Okay, now we can talk about the fraction part. Let's look at the broken square. How many pieces are in the broken square? So we can do our denominator. How many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our denominator. How many are shaded? 1. So what's that mixed number? 5 and 1/4. Good job. Let's look at number 6. Go next door. How many whole circles are shaded? How many? That's right, 3. He's big, he's tall, he's the boss of them all. Now we can talk about the fraction. How many pieces in the fraction? 1, 2. That's our denominator. Denominator. Say it with me. Denominator. Now, how many are shaded? 1. That's our numerator. What's his name? Numerator. What's his name? Numerator. Okay, so this picture shows, read it with me, 3 1/2. Again, 3 1/2. All right, let's move down here to number 7. Number 7, how many whole squares are shaded? That's right, 4. Can you make him big and tall? He's the boss of them all. Now we can talk about our fraction part. How many pieces in the fraction? That's right, 3. Remember, that's your denominator. Denominator. How many are shaded? How many? 2. So let's read this mixed number. 4 2/3. What does the picture show? Read it with me. 4 2/3. All right, and number 8. How many whole circles are shaded? That's right, 2. Make him tall. He's big, he's tall, he's the boss of them all. Now we can talk about the fraction. How many pieces is that circle broken into or fractured? How many pieces? 4. That's our denominator. Now, how many are shaded? Yes, 3 of them. So how do we read this mixed number? Read it with me. 2 3/4. Say it again. 2 3/4. Okay, so that was representing and writing mixed numbers. All right, nice work. That's the end of a, oh, let me look at the worksheet and see what lesson 112 has in store for us. Oh, look at that. Right down here on number 4, you're going to see, you're going to write a mixed number, what we just practiced. Okay, and then, of course, there's some counting of the monies, the measuring, this rectangle to find the perimeter, and you'll use this graph to answer these questions and then finish the page. All right, nice work, first grade. I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye.